An agreement is now likely for Celtic Player. Celtic talks with Tottenham Hotspur are progressing well, and an agreement before the end of the season is now likely. It's been known for a while that Celtic are in discussions with Spurs about bringing the USA international to Glasgow on a permanent basis. Negotiations are based on the payment structure of the fee involved, which is thought to be around £6 million. Reports that noises coming out of Celtic suggest talks are going well with a breakthrough before the end of his loan deal now expected. Carter-Vickers has been almost ever present under Ange Postecoglou since signing for the club at the end of August. He certainly seems to be the number one defender at the club right now, with Christopher Jullien still returning to full fitness. A fee of £6 million seems to be the going rate for a defender of that importance to Celtic, so if the player is up for a Glasgow stay then it'd be worth playing. He's been an impressive performer so far, composed on the ball, incisive in the tackle and strong in physical battles. Even if it doesn't happen in January, then hopefully this is something we hear good news on before the summer. Having Carter-Vickers here for the long term would be a big boost to Postecoglou's plans and prevent Celtic from having to source a replacement in the summer. New Celtic striker Johnny Kenny has sent an emotional farewell to Sligo Rovers after making the switch to Glasgow, also expressing his delight to sign for Celtic FC. Delighted to join a massive club like this, Kenny said on Twitter this evening after signing a 5-year contract at Celtic. He has it all ahead of him in Scotland, but he's already made himself a hero with Rovers supporters and had plenty to say about his exit on social media. Kenny said, "After 6 years at the club I have grown up loving, it has come to an end. This has been such a tough decision and message to write because I love playing for my hometown club and I love being at home. But I think now is the time to test myself at another level. I want to say thanks to every academy manager at the club who has helped me. You've been amazing. Let's see if he makes it out of the B team." In other Celtic news, after signing a pre-contract early last year, Shaw was soon joined by Al's teammate Osaze Erhoguide, but both have struggled to obtain the same thing since last summer regular games. Motherwell have moved to make sure at least one of them has a better chance of obtaining that in the Scottish Premiership this season by snapping up Shaw on a loan deal until the end of the term. While he's only made 2 competitive Celtic appearances, the midfielder capable of playing centre-back has played 24 times for Sheffield Wednesday, viewed as one of their academy's brightest products of recent years. His spell in Sheffield didn't end in a harmonious fashion, as fans were left unhappy with his move to Celtic, some of the disappointment directed at the club's board for not getting him signed up long-term. Sound familiar, Celtic fans? That's why the move to Motherwell makes a lot of sense for him. He was the one, I think, that the academy staff at Wednesday were particularly excited about. What Wednesday have lost, Celtic have gained, and there's plenty excited about what Shaw could achieve. His first start against Real Betis in the Europa League proved as much. Hamish Carton, presenter and producer at Celtic fan media outlet 67 Hail Hail, has watched the likes of Christopher Ager and Ryan Christie enjoy beneficial SPFL loan stints. Ager, now at Premier League side Brentford, learned his trade at Kilmarnock for 6 months, while Scotland international Christie enjoyed similar spells at Inverness and Aberdeen. A similar path is predicted for Shaw, Carton explaining. In that Real Betis game, he was really good. He carried the ball really well. I'd say he's a box-to-box midfielder. He's a big guy who isn't afraid to get his foot stuck in. His passing was decent in that game. People saw Shaw as one for the future when he signed. But similar to a few of Celtic's signings recently, he was signed as a talent with plenty of potential. But most of these guys have taken quite a while to get up to speed. They take time to get an opportunity, but I get the feeling we see Liam Shaw as someone with a future. Liam Shaw might be a guy who with 6 good months at Motherwell, could stake a claim to be an important player for us next season. As for more first-team Celtic players, it sounds like Celtic have gone cold on a few players we've been linked with over the last few weeks. It's more likely Celtic are open to offers for Vasilis Barkas and Bolai Bolingoli. And getting their salaries, £15,000 per week for Bolingoli and £9,000 per week for Barkas, totaling over £1.2 million each year, off the books will help matters too. Let's see what happens. So who's missing the football? When are we back? Have a great Sunday, Celtic fans.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the